What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Allodic Ventures. Today I'm going to talk about can you use your foreign credit card or debit card in Belarus? So as most people know that Russia has many sanctions against them. I think no country has ever been more sanctioned than Russia. And unfortunately, Belarus, just because they're a major ally of Russia, they're sanctioned as well. Not as bad as Russia, but they are sanctioned. And some of the sanctions that they're imposing on Belarus are financial, direct or disqualification, trade, aircraft, which means no aircraft from the West can actually fly into Belarus, and then vice versa. So the only flights that we can get are going to, say, Istanbul or Georgia or Russia, but we can't fly into the West, can't fly into the EU, can't fly to the US. And how does that affect us here in Belarus? Well, if you're going to fly, if you're going to go to, say, the EU or go to the United States, there's two ways. You can fly to Istanbul and then go from there, because they're allowing flights in and out. Or you can take a bus to Vilnius and fly out of Vilnius anywhere in the EU or back to the States, which is kind of a pain in the ass, because I hate going through Istanbul. It's just I just don't like that airport, and here's why. Because when you fly, if you take a flight to the United States, you got to buy two one-way tickets. And then if you have a one-way ticket to Istanbul, you actually have to go through passport control. And when you go through passport control, you have to buy a temporary visa for Istanbul, which it's around $50-60, and it's just a hassle. So I prefer, taking the bus to Vilnius, spending the night, and then taking the flight in the morning. Getting through the border is a hassle. It's probably a 4 or 5 hour bus ride, and you're usually at the border a couple hours. So that's a pain. But anyways, moving on. Also, there's sanctions on shipping and immigration sanctions for the purpose of encouraging the government of Belarus to, and here's what's funny, to respect the democratic principles and institutions and the separation of powers in the rule of law in Belarus. So anyways, so credit cards fall under financial. So since I've been here, I have major credit cards. I have a Visa card. I have MasterCard. I have American Express. I also have Apple through MasterCard. And here are the places that I go. I usually go to restaurants. I usually go to grocery stores. I go to shopping malls. I go to cafes, and 99% of the time, I put all my cards on my phone, which through Apple Pay, and so I can just go boop. So I have two credit unions in the United States and credit cards with both, and I've had no problems. I used to with the credit unions. I have to correct myself. About a year and a half, 2 years ago, when the sanctions first happened, the credit unions did not allow credit card transactions in Belarus, but now they are. So I can use those two cards. Also, I have a major Visa card with a major company, and I've had no problems using that. Anywhere you go. Now, places that I have been denied are kind of like government shops, government stores. Sometimes I will get declined, but it's very rare. But you know, there's a GOOM store, which is basically a government retail store. It's like a Macy's in the United States, but it's government owned. I've had no problems, you know, buying a coat, buying a sweater, buying something at the cafe, buying appliances like a blender. I've had no problems whatsoever. You know, there's now a dog store, or a dog food store in the GOOM building, and I don't have any problems using any of my credit cards there. Now, you will have a problem, well, you will not be able to use is American Express. So even before the sanctions, it was, I mean, I think some of the major hotels you can use American Express, but that's completely out now. So if you have American Express, leave it at home. So yeah, so I've had no problems. Now you do have, like, there's you know, when you use your Apple Pay, you get you get credit, and so there's like Apple Cash. You cannot use that. I've tried a few times just out of curiosity, and wasn't able to use it. I think I have like $500 on there now, and I can't use it. It's kind of like a savings account now for when I go back to the United States. So yeah, that's all I have for this video. If you have any questions, just leave a comment down below, and I'll answer it to the best of my ability. Again, thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate you guys. Until next time, ciao.